love a ratchet tune, honey. I just love a ratchet tune. We have to talk though about Milagro and this behavior, and as the evidence continues to come out, we learned that Milagro is not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I truly feel the reason Milagro is fighting super hard to prove she's not this monster she's going to be used to be is because she doesn't want to tell on other people. I feel she's protecting someone. And just because y'all see a picture of Nicki Minaj, that I don't think that's who she's protecting. But the girlies on the social media are putting timelines together with some of these timelines, and I have to say it. I don't feel like Nicki Minaj is a part of the timeline, but a lot of personalities do. And we're gonna talk about it because it is all up and down my timeline on the Twitter. The girlies are talking about it everywhere. And so I want to talk about it because Milagro really played herself. All she had to do was say, I'm sorry. I do feel like Megan is working hard to protect certain people because she knows they're not going to be able to handle the backlash. Now, these men like the Aiden Rosses, the DJ Academics, she doesn't care about. But women, she cares about because she's trying to protect Milagro a plethora of times because she knows she has daughters to raise. So we're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss it. And if you are not in the membership, baby, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? That being said, hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl, Brat, going live with the Bree Talk and Bay Squad. We have to talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip me some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? So happy Sunday fun day. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. We are officially in the 9th month. So that tells y'all time is waiting for nobody. So I'm going to just start it off with some of the things I saw. We're going to get into a little bit of the things that have been coming out in the lawsuit, and then I'm going to give my opinion. I'm going to save my deep dive until after the trial is concluded. I do feel like this. If you are a content creator, this trial is going to be bigger than what you think. I believe Megan Thee Stallion is going to make sure a lot of entertainers and personalities are protected because she needs them to get paid so she can get her money. You need to get down to Florida. You need to get down to Florida. Especially if you on these YouTubes, okay? You need to get down to Florida, honey. And that being said, how you can like this video is by double tapping, hitting those 3 dots right there. How you can like engage with this video is by hitting those 3 dots right there. That being said, opinions are not facts. Shout out to all the international and domestic bays. Hey Darius, hey Belle, hey Bree, what is going on? Shout out to y'all. So let's start off with Mr. Aiden Ross, okay? Wait, but what is that? See me. Put a 2 if you can. Put a 1 if y'all can see me. Put a 2 if you can. The stream, but let me know. Do y'all want me to restart it? Yes or no? I see the ones. Do y'all want me to restart? Yes or no? I'll wait. No, don't restart. Okay. Listen, anytime we talk about Megan Thee Stallion in this case, it seems to be that's when they want to play with my internet, play with my live stream. It's not the internet. Y'all see my Cardi B video went up just fine. My video from yesterday went up just fine. That means we gotta work twice as hard, Base Squad, to thumbs up this video and share it out because the girls are mad. Okay, the girls are mad. Not they mad. They are mad because we're going to talk about it. So, what I just said was Aiden Ross was served papers through a mariachi band. The mariachi band served him because he was avoiding being served for months. Now, Megan Thee Stallion told y'all when she first went after Milagro, she's not the only one. And she is rounding y'all up like Pokemon. She is rounding y'all up like the stones, the infinity stones, to snap her finger to reset everything. And baby, it is working. I also said that we included Nicki Minaj because there's an important piece there. Jay Nolan did a video last year about Emilio Garcia, the one who is actively suing Megan Thee Stallion for wrongful termination. He was not only in contact with Milagro Grams, Jay Nolan pieced together that Nicki Minaj was getting her information from Emilio. That is crazy. And if the timeline goes how I believe it's going to go, then we have bigger things to talk about. There are bigger people at play because I named this the plot to take out Megan Thee Stallion. I told y'all during that trial when that old white man got up there and said they were dragging her to the water, people were like, oh, he's lying, he's lying, he's lying. I wrote down something. When Megan Thee Stallion first started working out with Clay, her man, Clay jumps in the pool and starts swimming around. She said in the video, which she deleted, she cannot swim. That stood out to me. We were supposed to do a members only live about that, but I said no because I feel like the pieces are coming together. I truly believe there's something more nefarious at play. There's something extremely sinister that is going on because none of this is adding up. All this over Tory Lanez. I told y'all I didn't care for Carl Crawford. Milagro was hanging out with Carl Crawford. The same Carl Crawford who had that girl pass away at his home, who Erica Banks, the weirdo, who I don't care for either, was wearing her clothes and had her phone and stuff like that. Y'all remember that? Milagro broke that story just to go hang out with him. Then Carl Crawford is tied to Jay Prince. Now I have a picture with Jay Prince and everything. Y'all know what the rumors are saying about Jay Prince. I feel like this. They knew she wanted to renegotiate her deal, and they said we got to get this drunk hoe up out of here. And they used the weakest link, Tory Lanez, to do it, and Bosh Booty Kelsey. Because if you go and look at the receipts, I'm gonna show you the receipts. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the one out here doing things. If you go and look at the receipts, they were all in cahoots with Milagro. All of them. Emilio, Bosh Booty Kelsey, all of them. And you know what's crazy? Bosh Booty Kelsey was wearing Nicki Minaj's shoes. Y'all remember we said she was used by Nicki Minaj? Amelia Garcia was the one who was allegedly feeding Nicki Minaj all the details about what was going on with Megan and them. I told y'all, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. I just don't. I feel like, Nicki, they're roping you in because you allowed yourself to be roped in. Your pettiness for whatever you and Megan had going on, this is not a good look. This right here is not a good look. And this is why I say, if you're a content creator, get down to the courthouse. Get you a press pass, because y'all are going to get some details that the public is not going to be privy to. I truly believe Megan is going to protect a bunch of people in the name of her brand and her money, because she knows, I want to have longevity. I'm not really going to expose everything I know. Look at how we're getting things slowly. We didn't know all these people were involved. We assumed that they were involved. Now we have the proof. Y'all remember, originally we thought Milagro only got like pennies on the dollar for doing this bullshit. She was getting paid. She was getting paid. She was eating 5-star Michelin dinners with people who did not like Megan. And that's fine. She can clearly come up here and say all day, it was me, it was me, it was me. Milagro, you got yourself in something that is dangerous. Dangerous. Because you thought they were going to protect you. They're using you. They're actively using you now. And they're leaving you out in the ocean by yourself. If that's not proof that these celebrities will chew you up and spit you out, let this be a lesson to other content creators who want to do the bidding of celebrities. You are a fool. Look at how they're doing Milagro. Milagro was doing a lot, and look how they're treating her. Everything ties back to 2013. Everything is tying back to 2013. Everything. Everything. If you just put your thinking hats on, you can see who's in what. It's all making sense. Why in 2025, people aren't rocking with certain people. Do y'all really believe Ice Spice and Lotto just came back together because they just wanted to make good music? Somebody saw something and they said, oh, girl. The girls are talking. They're bringing their phones. They're bringing the receipts. They're doing this right here. Girl, what about, let me see. And everybody is finding out their pawn in a dangerous game. No wonder certain people are silent. Y'all call things a hiatus. I say, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. What a coinkydink. Megan is going to get her money. She's going to get her money from Aiden. He will be sanctioned. DJ Academics, he will be sanctioned. Milagro is already sanctioned. Tory Lanez will be sanctioned. What they did was not only stop her bag, they were plotting. They were in cahoots. That's why Botch Booty Kelsey is out here talking about some, don't me. I never did that. Why would you say it's me? Da, da, da. And I remember very clearly what Megan Thee Stallion said. Let me find that live, because Milagro, you are so dumb. You are so dumb. We have to call it thing a thing. I never wanted you to be sued, but you are so dumb. Girl, this is better than Eyes Wide Shut. This is a real active case of Eyes Wide Shut. Y'all be out here doing conspiracy theories, bending like Beckham, trying to mold yourself into a pretzel, and y'all have Eyes Wide Shut case going on right before y'all eyes, and y'all are playing like y'all don't see it. The fact that Jay Nolan woke in the Emilio Garcia situation, because I had to go and watch that video, and I was pleasantly surprised because it brought me back to when Lotto and Nicki Minaj fell out. See, when people are doing the bidding of others, they forget that other people are just mere casualties. Lotto literally has Nicki Minaj on record saying, and the only way you can find it is through the content creators, us, where Nicki is saying, I know when all of y'all drop. You don't think I know? That's not suspicious. I told y'all I don't believe in coincidences at all. I believe when people say that whole, oh, it's a coincidence type situation, that it just deals with they don't want to believe the facts. Kelsey. Because Megan was like, your life is in danger. I think this is the video. And this was in 2023. So crazy. So crazy. Can we get 50 more likes, please, and thank you? Let me fast forward this a little bit.
Getting online and trying to prove yourself to people who probably don't like you anyway or don't want to believe you anyway. My hair looks crazy because I had a shoot yesterday. But I feel like I'm tired of having to explain to mothers anything about my life when y'all don't want to hear it anyway. Like, I can get on here and be like, I don't know that, I ain't do that, and y'all gonna be like, liar. She's a liar. Yes, you did. You did it because whoop-de-whoop said you did, and blah, blah, blah. I feel like it'll be pointless for me to get online and be like, that didn't happen. That's not what it is. Because y'all don't want to believe me no way. Now, what I will say is, because I want to stick to my points because I really got to go. But there was a point in my life. There was a point in my life where I was so low and I was so sad and I was drinking like a motherfucker. I was turning up. I was doing whatever I wanted to.
And I told y'all before, I felt like that was what they were using during the Pow Pow incident to fuel, like, if something did happen to her, right? If they would have been successful in pushing her in that water where a lot of people, celebrities, and socialites have died, they were going to be like, oh, it was because she was drunk and sad or something. Listen to what she is saying. Listen to what she is saying. And that's why I said Bosh Booty Kelsey I could never go up for Bosh Booty Kelsey. And y'all like, oh, that's a black woman too. She was part of the plan. She was part of the sinister, nefarious plan. I don't have all of the facts, but I know Megan Thee Stallion does. I said it back then and I'm saying it today. The math isn't mathing. That's why Tory Lanez refuses to come out and say he didn't do it. That's why he refuses to go on record and say, I didn't do it. Let's continue.
I was definitely outside. That was my business. I was outside before I had a relationship. When I got in my relationship, after I got everything, like, I think I was still going off adrenaline. I wasn't grieving my parents. I wasn't doing I had never really reacted to all the bad shit that had happened to me. So when I got in my relationship and I finally just sat down with one person, like, I felt like, okay, now I can just be as the as I want to be. I want to be sad. I want to cry. I want to tell you everything. I want to tell you my whole life story. And that was my friends at the time too. Everybody around me at that time saw how hard I was going. They saw how sad I was. They saw how much I drank. Nobody in my life at that time was like, Megan, let's not go out tonight. Megan, let's not turn up tonight. Megan, you don't gotta do that. Everybody was down with the motherfucking shenanigans. I'll be crying before I walk in the party and bitches will be like, come on, bitch, let's go. You know, I'm crying with my... Why you always crying? You know what I'm saying? Like, people saw me be low as... Once I went and got help, once I got therapy, once I decided I need to love myself. I need to value myself. Because I don't love myself. I'm not valuing myself. I'm crashing out. Once I start realizing, you're crashing, bitch. You need to get your shit together because you're crashing. And I cleaned out the house. Everybody from my past was shook. Like, they was like, I can't believe this bitch not talking to me. What the How am I blocked? Why is this? Why is that? Bitch, you fake. You don't want to with me. Da-da-da-da. I was down with you. I don't have any problem with anybody from my past. I don't have anything negative to say about anybody from my past. I don't want to talk bad about those people. Everybody is in your life for a reason or a season. You go your way, I go my way. I don't have nothing bad to say about y'all. I don't have nothing bad to say about anybody that I used to deal with. I don't have nothing bad to say about nobody I used to be friends with. Thank you so much for the purpose that you serve. Thank you for helping me realize I needed to grow. I'm never going to trash talk nobody that I used to be cool with.
That's why I said the fact that Nicki Minaj is being tied to this is so unfortunate, because if what I believe in my mind with these timelines, she will never be able to recover. And that's just me personally seeing it for what it is. I told y'all, ever since I've been in Asia, Asia is a spiritual place. It helps you ground more. I don't have some of the things that y'all have going on back in America that is happening. You know, me working at Walmart and all. So when I sit here and I'm just like, 2 plus 2 is not equaling 4. I'm like, Milagro, girl, are you dumb? They used you. They used you. They used you. They used you so bad, because now you're gone, mama. You are gone. And I truly believe her when she says she has nothing bad to say, because she hasn't said anything bad about these people. This was the same Botch Booty Kelsey who was like doing all that rah-rah, who ran at the moment to be a pawn for Nicki, just for Nicki to say, I didn't ask you to do that. Everybody remembers that. She was in the Loki and did the professional photo shoot and all that stuff. And I said, and now they want to blame you as the shooter. That's crazy.
Like, I don't have nothing bad to say about y'all. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why me trying to better myself and be a new person is bothering people so bad. Like, I don't know what that means. And I don't want to keep this long, because I know people are going to chop this up the way they want to chop it up and twist my words and make me something else. But I just feel like I'm Megan Thee Stallion, and I just want to be Megan Thee Stallion. I just want to drop my music. I just want to talk to the hotties. I just want to shake my ass. I want to have as much fun with this shit as I used to. But it seems like every time I take a step forward to heal and do something different, mother be like, no, come back. Get your ass back to this negativity. Come back this way. You're not supposed to be smiling right now. You're not supposed to still be getting deals. You're not supposed to be in movies. You're not supposed to be recording albums. You're supposed to be sad where you was with me 2-3 years ago. When I got in a relationship, all that shit was deleted. I was sat down. I was sad. I was seated. I was very much happy where I was at. If this man is saying, I didn't cheat on her, I didn't do that, well, why the f*** you responding to me? Do you
We gotta support the ads, baby. We gotta support the ads, honey. Shout out to the content creators who keep the receipts. That's why they hate us.
If you say I wasn't talking to you, I wasn't talking to you. Like, you just wanted to find a reason to bash me. It seems very strategic. Like, it feels like they getting on Megan ass. All right, let me go get on her ass too. Like, if I'm not talking about you, why the hell are you talking about me? Like, what's happening? And should I not defend myself? Like, should I not come on here and say, what? Like, I don't have anything bad to say about my ex. I genuinely don't. Like, if I'm not talking about you, why are you talking about me? You say I didn't cheat. So why you thought that bar was for you? Why are you making the shoe fit, Cinderella? Like, you squeezing your foot in there, friend. If it wasn't you, why the hell is you talking to me? That doesn't make sense. And I don't feel like I should have to explain myself, but you know, I'm not that big of a person yet. God ain't finished with me. He's still working. And then one more thing before I go. I'm trying to move on from being the best I can. I still wake up in the middle of the night crying. People, especially people that I used to be cool with, they know how bad social media affect me. Everybody in my life knew how bad social media would make me cry. Like, I would get online and see people say some terrible shit, and I'd be like, oh my God, everybody, it's over. So the people who are me that I used to be cool with, they know exactly where to hit me, where it hurt, because they think that I'm still on that type time, like social media gonna hurt my feelings. Motherfuckers is getting denied every time they try to set a motion for a new trial. So they trying to pull shit out the air like, okay, let's do this now. I'm not about to keep going with y'all. Y'all defending somebody who didn't even take the stand and defend themselves.
And that is a big part. She about to wake it up. And this was when Milagro should have been like, you know what? No. No, but what did she do? She kept going. Milagro should have got millions of dollars for what she did. Milagro should have gotten millions for what she did. Because now she going to be off the internet. Y'all don't believe me. If you're a content creator, go down to Florida. Go down to Florida because this trial is about to get nasty. It's about to open up some stuff. This, I'm going to call this case the eyes wide shut. Because the girlies is acting like they don't see it. Have you noticed Joe Biden hasn't spoken on this case? I wonder why. I wonder why. The girlies are about to get it. And I'm here for it. If I was in America, I would definitely go down to the trial to see what's going on because, baby, it seems like the who's was paying Milagro to be nasty. That's why I said it's so nefarious. Shout out to Jay Nolan because he literally clocked it with the Emilio Garcia. That is crazy. Let's continue.
Y'all going back and forth about facts. Y'all go read real shit. Like, y'all literally believe anything if it's bold and in all caps. Like, go read something that's gonna take you a minute to sit down and have a good read. Like, go read something that's gonna make you have to do some critical thinking. Not a thing that is curated by bots and blogs that me. Like, y'all need to sit down and have a good read. Like, imagine somebody saying that they did not commit a crime and not defending themselves to the T. Imagine y'all saying somebody is following the street code, not snitching. Are you snitching or are you not snitching? Because y'all trying to pretend like Kelsey me. Kelsey didn't do me, and I really wonder why her main problem with me was, you won't tell people I didn't do you. I was like, Kelsey, I don't want to talk about this on social media at all. But now you won't even get online and defend yourself. So that really just proves my points. Either you took some money or your life is in danger. Like, why won't you get online and say, bitch?
Did y'all hear that? I'm going to rewind it back. Because I want y'all to hear what she is saying. And that's how I feel about Milagro. You won't even defend yourself. Where is Botch Booty Kelsey? She was so quick to get out here and do these weak, tired interviews and say a bunch of nothing. She hopped out the window to put on the Lokis. Nicki Minaj's sneakers, do a whole promo for it, and then got played in her face and went radio silent. Baby, the jokes write themselves. But I thought Tori was your man. That's why I said I don't trust none of them hoes. This is giving eyes wide shut.
In danger. Like, why won't you get online and say, bitch, because this is what y'all care about. Y'all care about online because the case already won in court. But y'all care about online. Why would y'all not get up there and say, if you say you did me, why won't you get on the stand and say I didn't, bitch? You say it online every day. You figure out how to get your to say you didn't do it. You figure out how to get the blogs to say you didn't do it. But the one motherfucker it would have mattered from was you. You should have said I didn't do it. Kelsey did it. If she did it, why wouldn't you just say she did it? Kelsey, if you did not do it, why won't you just say I did not do it? I know me. I said who me, and that's why you in jail. Y'all motherfuckers are dragging it online like it's some new evidence. There's no new evidence. Witnesses went missing. Why? I wonder why the witnesses went missing. Did y'all pay them? Why y'all showing up now? Why y'all showing up? It's about to be 2024. Y'all still with me. Y'all still with me. Why? Because y'all see me moving on and doing better. Y'all see me trying to heal and trying to grow. But y'all keep trying to bring me back this way when I'm trying to go this way. So I hope that this really gives y'all some insight to go and have a good read. Don't read the big bold letters. Don't read them.
And that's why I will never believe anything coming out of Milagro's mouth, because all it took was her to get a Van Cleave, some penis, as the girlie said it. I don't know if she was getting the penis or not, but the people have alluded to she was getting penis from Tori. They said she was over there throwing it in a circle in the, what her mom said, throwing it back in the truck. Getting back shots in the trunk, something to that effect. Something Armand said. Who you was wearing matching blue outfits with that he got scrubbed from the internet. You can't even find them pictures. You can't even find those pictures. Baby, let me tell you something. Something sinister is at play. And Milagro don't even know she is DOA. Like, it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. I see the girlies with their think pieces. It's starting to register to me why people have moved the way they've moved with certain celebrities. Because you are tied to somebody who was actively over there with Milagro, aka my radio, who's actively suing Megan Thee Stallion. Your hands are dirty. Your hands are dirty. This is no longer about rap. This is no longer about a rap beef. This is dealing with money. And this is what I keep telling y'all. People like to run into my comments and do the most, right? I let them do whatever they want to do, because I told y'all, I'm never mentioning anybody's name unless they go viral or trend. If it pops up in my algorithm, that means we'll talk about it. I'm not digging in the trash to look and piece something. I ain't never been that type, because I don't have that type of time. But let me tell you this. When the ish hit the fan, and the track record speaks for itself, I've been on the winning side, not the losing. I've been on the winning side, not the losing. I said from the beginning, I don't believe content creators should get sued, but Milagro, you deserve to be sued. You was out here working with Barge Booty Kelsey, Carl Crawford. You was over there with Jay Prince and them. You was eating steak and lobster. You was going on shopping sprees with Daystar and Sunstar. You was doing the most. All in wanting to tarnish Megan for whatever reason, because clearly she didn't like you, something. And then when we pull it back, she gave you an ample opportunity to say, I'm sorry, and you refused. The moment Tori would have went to prison, I would have been like, guys, he's in prison, I don't agree, and went on about my day. You went from being the top content creator to a loser. And now they're using you as a pawn. And Megan got you because you talk too much. And I told you that when Megan first decided to take a lawsuit out against you. I said, Milagro, stop talking. Stop talking. Because I knew if they hit you with the lawsuit, they already knew what they was going to sue you for. They already had the evidence. I said, stop talking. Don't respond. I'm looking at the things you put on your side. The people are not about to show up for you, Milagro. They're leaving you out to dry because you are at the bottom of the totem pole. You don't affect them at all. You don't make or break them. That's why Aiden Ross was avoiding being served, just like DJ Academics was. And they're so stupid because DJ Academics went in there with no lawyer. Do you think it's a coincidence she went and got the United for the People hit with sanctions? From what I heard, the girlies is trying to disbar him because he wasn't supposed to be collecting money for nonprofit. I don't know how true that is. I'm not a lawyer. I don't pretend to be one. And I'm not about to sit up here and study it either. You got Academics. You have United the People Caesar. You have Aiden Ross. She already whooped Carl Crawford. He's learned to just sit down and figure it out. Now we see in this little who's been contacting you, we see Botch Booty Kelsey. We see Emilio Garcia. We see Tory Lanez and his daddy, the sister and the stepmama. Let me see who else is on there. Then we see the money she's lost out on. It is getting to the point now where we don't see the people in plain sight. That's who we don't see. Who in plain sight do we not see? We see everybody else. We see the calls, the voice notes. It is crazy. It is crazy. Lost deal, 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 lost deal. It's about 15 lost deals. And you think they're gonna let you stay on the internet? I liked what my homeboy had to say. Shout out to AT2. He's so articulate. Such a brand deal boss. You know what I'm saying? He went and saw Chris Brown was at the Breezy Bowl. I told you, I don't look to people who are not living their lives out loud. You know, the girlies be talking about how they get into the money. I can't tell what money. A lot of these people want to compare this to Tasha K versus Cardi. Megan lost money and a reputation, and was actually her reputation was actually ruined. Cardi B came out clean and actually profited. I have to agree. I have to agree. Imagine losing out on millions of dollars because some delusional, obsessed stalker is sleeping with someone or slept with or has some type of situation with a man who caused you harm. Then this same woman is getting support from people you have to see in your industry. It makes sense. It makes sense. And that's why Milagro is going to pay big. She's going to lose this case. She's already losing the case. Already losing. They have pictures, phone logs, text messages, recordings of you. It's so unfortunate. Y'all don't learn. Y'all do not learn. And she made a lot of money bashing Megan Thee Stallion. She got paid to destroy her reputation, break her down, and then said she didn't care. You said you didn't care. Countersuit gonna go crazy. How's that working out for you? You have a restraining order on you. Did all that for a Dusty. You didn't even do that for your husband. You did all that for a Dusty. You didn't even do this for your kids. You did all that for a Dusty. I hope it was worth it. I really do. I really do. To the content creators that's going to get the inside scoop on who these other nefarious people are, baby, I can't wait to hear y'all give a play-by-play because I know it's going to gag the internet. I know it's going to break the internet. I know it. I know it. Because too many people are connected to too many people. My thing is this. To the Barbs who's going to watch this video and be upset, ask yourself, why would someone put themselves in a predicament like this? It's one thing to have a rap beef. It's another to be caught up in some BS like this. Because this right here is going to lay the world out. And we're going to find out who the real haters are. That's why the Joe Biden thing's saying too much. That's why the Elliott Wilsons is looking like, Because Megan's going to come out on top. Did Tory get freed? No. I said, you got to look at all those people who were like, oh, she sent a black man to the... Where are they now? Everybody who did something disgusting, dehumanizing, degrading to Megan, look at them. Where are they at? Where are they? Y'all don't find that suspicious? Are they flourishing? Where's Botch Booty Kelsey? Where is she? The only people who didn't participate in the BS but they got cut off was the stylist and Jonathan. They're still flourishing. They're making money. Everybody else, struggle bus. Look at Carl. Where's he at? Erica Banks, where is she at? Weren't her and Carl just fighting? Losers! Yeah. Yeah. I told y'all gotta learn to be on team you. Learn to be on team you. Because at the end of the day, all you have is you. This is the second lawsuit where a creator has not gotten the support they need. When being sued. But what do I know? Hoes be saying you hating when you like, shh. Then Erica had to turn around and validate what Meg said about Carl. But did that make the headlines? No. Poor Erica. Poor Erica, baby. The girls never learn. Baby, the girls is scared. They scared. And on that note, what are your thoughts, Space Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.